as quick as possible because I know I don't want to drag the video out. You probably don't want to watch a long video anyway. The equipment there was really good. They run pre-emission trucks. All the new trucks are gliders. I was in an older truck. It had a C15A cert. Really good truck. Very minimal issues. I put 300,000 miles on it when I got in it. I got in it around 600,000 miles. Whoever had it before me took really good care of it, so I got something that pretty much had a lot of the bugs worked out, and I was fortunate for that, and I took care of it and just ran with it. Did my PMs every 18,000 miles. The shop in Newberry is really good about getting your PMs done. They try to work you in the best they can, and that was pretty much it for the equipment. The new trucks are gliders. They're fully loaded. Herd bumpers, APUs, inverters, fridges, leather seats, full gauge package, visors, stacks, light panels. I mean, they're loaded out, and they're spec'd really nice. When you're out here doing your job, they want you to be as comfortable as you can be with all the tools you need to get the job done. And it's nice having a company that wants you to be comfortable and have everything you need and then some. Especially having a 6NZ or a cat that's peaked and tuned. So it definitely makes the job easier, and it's nice having that. Okay, so let's talk about dispatch. Dispatch, while I was there, was good most of the time. You do have hiccups here and there, but that's anywhere. If you reach out, because they're not going to babysit you. They have a lot of drivers they got to plan. They got a tough job too. You have to communicate. You got to be proactive. You got to let them know your ETAs, what hours you're gaining, where you're at. You have to be on the same page with them. And if you are on the same page with them, they will plan you accordingly. You don't sit, and I never sat anyways, because I was always on the same page with them. If there was nothing where I was at, they would get me moving somewhere where I could get something. It didn't ever take them long to get a plan together, and that's probably one of my favorite things about the place. Okay, home time. Let's talk about home time now. I was one of 2 drivers there that lived in Georgia, so I lived about 1,000 miles away. I lived in the southern part of Georgia, so I stayed out a little bit longer. 3 to 6 weeks was my range, and when I would go home, I would usually go home for a week, week and a half, sometimes 2 weeks if I stayed out real long. And not once, the whole time I was there, did they rush me out of the house. When I went home, I was able to enjoy my home time with my boy, not get bothered. They said the same thing every time. Whenever you're ready, or whenever you want to come out, let us know, and we will start looking for a load. And it was awesome. It worked out damn near every time I went home. I think I deadheaded home one time I was there. It was really good. Now, if you live in Ohio or Pennsylvania or anywhere within route of a customer they have, your home time is probably going to be a lot more. But I have no complaints, because they worked with me as much as they could. It's not like they didn't give a shit. They really worked with me, and that's why I stayed for so long. Okay, so is working at Coonley dangerous? Yeah, it is. It's dangerous working at any tanker company because of what you're hauling and what could happen if it gets on you, if you get in an accident hauling it, if you breathe it in, if it gets in your eyes. So I had to just be extremely careful, double check everything unloading, and I was trained the right way. So I appreciate everything you showed me, Manfredi, and if you're watching, I appreciate you helping me in the beginning, especially when I called, because when I started, I was really scared of screwing up or having a big spill or something like that happening, because I'd never dealt with chemicals before. And a lot of the places we go, the driver does the unloading, and I didn't mind it. I didn't mind getting out. I didn't mind the exercise. I like being active, so that's one reason why I quit pulling the dry van and came here, or there. I don't work at Coonley anymore, but Okay, so where do they run? They go to all 48 states and Canada. And they go to some of the most remote places in Canada. I've been to Fort McKay, Fort McMurray, Powell River, British Columbia, where you got to take multiple ferry rides to get there. Labrador City, Newfoundland. That's why it's important to know your truck. You have to keep up with the maintenance on it. That way you know what your truck is capable of doing, because when they send you to some of these places, you are not going to want to break down, because it would be forever before somebody could get to you. So they go everywhere. A lot of the places other carriers don't go, they go, because they can get away with a lot more on the rate, and that is good for you, the driver. And it always worked out good for me, because I never said no. I just took the shit and ran with it. So when I was out, I was running. So I didn't care where I ran. I just took it. YouTube. So what is the pay like? That's the most important thing, right? So I'm gonna put some screenshots up of my direct deposits in the bank after tax. That way you guys, drivers out there, can see, you know, what is possible to make over there, what you can make. So I will put pay statements up as well, showing, you know, the breakdown of how they pay you. And there's a few companies that do it like this, and I wish there was more out there like Coonley and those that do it this way. Is when you get paid, right, you can see the gross number. You know what the truck is grossing. That way you know that what you're getting paid is the right percentage of the gross number. You know you're not getting shitted on your pay, because there's a lot of companies that pay percentage and they won't even show you the gross number. You don't know what you're getting paid is being based off of. So big props to Coonley for being transparent there, and you know that says a lot about them. That's no question at all on their integrity. They definitely have your best interest at heart as a driver. All right, YouTube, I'm getting ready to wrap it up. I'm gonna put some pictures in after this clip, pictures of my direct deposits, pay statements, and some other pictures. So stay tuned for that, and I appreciate you watching. No, I'm not doing this shit to brag. I'm doing this to show other drivers what is possible, so what you can make there, and you know it's real. So anyways, I'm not getting paid to do this by Coonley. They don't even know I'm doing this video. So I just sincerely did it to help other tanker drivers. I want you guys to know, you know, what else is out there, especially good opportunities. So anyways, I will see you guys in the next video, and take it easy. Peace.